Hey, Determined Destiny family, it's Coach Kevin coming back at you with another video for our Determined Destiny family. Focused on, this is a good one, y'all, focused on integrity. And this one's going to get deep. And so I invite you to get a pen, get a pad, and let's get ready to dig into something that I believe is so relevant in today's times. So today's July 1st, and there's a lot of controversy going on in America today. We know with the COVID-19, with the Black Lives Matter movement, with our unrest with November approaching and the presidency being on the line. And, you know, the presidency is very important, but there's also other opportunities to vote and have our voices be heard that we've got to take advantage of because that's where change really happens. And so, you know, there's a lot that will go into this conversation around integrity today. But I want to encourage you, if you don't already follow us on Facebook at Determined Destiny, please follow us. We're constantly putting new things up, trying to get in a better routine of getting things put on the website at determineddestiny.org. So if you haven't had a chance to visit the website, we are in the process of revamping that website. Determineddestiny.org is the page. I want to invite you to visit the page often. There's articles, there's news reports that we post constantly, and videos. Give you an opportunity to see some of our other videos. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, our videos are free on YouTube, so you can take advantage of all the teachings that we've done up to this point. So Determined Destiny is an organization. We're focused on creating a society of young men who's focused on leadership, personal growth, and making a positive impact in our community. And I believe that that's what our young men are destined to do. We just have to teach them how to be equipped to do that. And that's what Determined Destiny is all about. Helping our young men get determined about reaching their destiny, becoming leaders, establishing personal growth, and making that positive impact within their community. So let's go on this journey together with me. Like I said, I'm Coach Kevin. I'm the creator and founder of Determined Destiny. Determined Destiny is a partner with Jubilee Academies, and that is our school that we run, our charter schools in the state of Texas. So if you're in the state of Texas and you're viewing this and you're interested in learning more about Jubilee Academies, we have schools in Austin, San Antonio, Kingsville, and the RGV, including Harlingen and Brownsville. So if you're interested, please take a look at our website there, jubileeacademies.org, and you can learn more about our charter schools. And so let's jump into this discussion around integrity. So integrity, you know, if you think about that term, it is much needed in today's society. You know, from the top leaders of this country to the middle level leaders at the state, local levels, police officers. Obviously, that's a big topic of conversation right now. The integrity of officers is being questioned, rightfully so, in a lot of cases. But also within our homes, fathers and families, and down to our young men, having the right integrity that they need in order to be successful in life. So the first key point that I want to bring out on integrity today is being able to take responsibility for my actions. So this is critical because if you don't establish a pattern of being able to take responsibility for your actions, then it's always somebody else's fault when things don't happen the way they should be. And that's not how we're going to get to our destiny. If we blame others for things happening to us, or when we do something wrong, we don't take responsibility for that, then we'll never reach our destiny. So that's a key element in integrity, that we have to teach our young men to take responsibility for your actions. So if I want to be that star player on the team, that's up to me. I got to take responsibility for my actions to prepare, practice, study, read, and put myself in a position to obtain that thing that I want. I have to take responsibility for my actions. If I mess up at home, I make a mistake, I say something wrong, I don't do my chores, my room isn't clean, I break something around the house, I have to take responsibility for my actions. Own up to it. Say, Mom, Dad, I'm sorry, I messed up. Will you please forgive me? How can I fix it? Man, that is huge for us to teach our young men. And so in the process, when we get to a situation where they have to take that responsibility and they're trying not to, it's our jobs as coaches, teachers, mentors, parents to ask them, are you acting with integrity right now? Are you taking responsibility for your actions? We got to stop and make them think about what they're doing, think about what they're thinking about, and get them to think the right things, to take responsibility for their actions. Next piece of integrity, put others' needs before my own. This is challenging, especially in today's world when it's all about me, 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 me. You see these athletes, you see these musicians or movie stars, and it's all about me, 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 me. And that's who our kids are growing up watching and emulating. And, these are the people that they want to be like. And they don't put others' needs before their own. So how do we teach our young men to act with integrity and put others' needs before their own? We got to create the opportunity for them to do that around the house. You got to teach them that you fix the table for other people. Yeah, that's a hard one. Teaching our young men to fix the table, to help prepare the meal, to make sure everybody else has got their food. And that's just a small example. Make sure everybody else has what they need before I take care of my needs. That's easy. I mean, we can do that each and every day in some kind of way. When we're out and about, hopefully very little is possible right now with this COVID-19. But when we're out and about and we're getting ready to go into a store and the opportunity is there to open the door, we teach them, you open the door for everyone else, let everybody else go in, and then you come in behind them. Then we're teaching them to put others' needs before our own. And if we don't do that intentionally, they'll never get that, y'all. They'll never get that. How about the next one? Big piece of integrity. Help others in need. Like, just be a helping person. You see somebody over there struggling with something. Be willing to say, hey, can I help you with that? Hey, let me get that for you. You see a lady at a store and she's trying to load things up in her truck or her car. Are you willing to go over there and say, hey, would you like some help with that? And that's simple. Or around the house, mom's busting her butt doing chores. She works a job and she's doing things around the house. We got to teach our young men to say, how can I help you? Can I help with that? Do you need some help? We got to teach that word to them so that it becomes normal. That's a big part of integrity, y'all. How about expect positive intent from others? Now, this one is a real tough one. And we could spend a lot of time here on expecting positive intent from others. But really at the heart of it, it's the mindset. So when something happens or somebody does something that I don't quite understand, I have to assume positive intent or expect positive intent. Expect that they weren't trying to hurt me. They didn't do that to aggravate me. They didn't do that to oppress me. They did it because of some other reason. Expect positive intent. So then my reaction is different when I'm expecting positive intent. I respond to that situation differently if my mindset is they didn't do that to hurt me. That's different from our normal mindset of they're out to get me or you just don't like me. So that's one that we could spend a lot of time on, but I challenge you to just really think about that one. Expecting positive intent from others. If you expect positive things from others, then positive things will happen. Okay? That's a part of integrity because it creates our makeup and how we deal with things. That's all integrity really is, how you handle situations. And it's the mindset of that situation that will determine how you handle that. How about choose honesty in all things? Man, when we think about integrity, the thing that people normally think about is character. And then being honest is a part of someone's character. And so to choose honesty in all things is definitely a part of one's integrity. That's a difficult one because I got to admit when I was wrong, or if I tell a lie, or if I do something that is against someone's expectation of me, I got to be honest and say, I messed up. I shouldn't have done that. Or I lied and I'm sorry. I need you to forgive me for that. And to be honest in all things. And that goes in line with taking responsibility for my actions. And as well as the character trait of being honest, showing respect is the next piece of integrity. Show respect to others. There's lots of ways to do that. There's lots of thoughts around what respect looks like. But in the end, we all know that, the golden rule, treat others how you want to be treated. That's part of showing respect to others. Not talking over people when they're talking. I want to get my thoughts and voice heard, so I talk over people. That's showing disrespect. Or if someone is trying to do something and I'm trying to stop them from doing it for whatever reason, I'm not showing them respect. Okay? When we're around the house and kids are playing and being rude to each other, like with their words, and we don't think much of it because it's kids being kids, but ultimately what we're doing is allowing their integrity to be rooted in disrespect. And so we got to teach them, don't talk to each other like that, even around the house, brothers and sisters playing together, or brothers and brothers doing things together. We got to teach them how to respect each other. Something that we've gotten away from in this country is yes, sir, and no, sir. Yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. And, those are just the low level first layers of showing respect. What's wrong with getting back to that? Yes, sir, and no, sir. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Let's let that be the start of respect. How we talk to people, okay? Big part of integrity. Live humble. I'm reading this book. I think I told you guys this. I'm reading this book, Tim Brown. I don't know if you guys remember Tim Brown, great Notre Dame athlete, Heisman Trophy winner, went on to play with the Raiders many years, Pro Bowler, did some really great things on the football field. But I'm reading his book, The Making of a Man, and he talks about in his book how his mom helped him to stay humble. And I think that's such a key part of our integrity, living a humble life. When you could be all puffed up about things because you're successful, or you're making it, or you view yourself as being above this person or that person. You could be puffed up about things, but you don't. You remain humble because that's a key part of integrity, because it will determine what comes out of you. And what comes out of you is what causes people to either be on your side or not be on your side. So we got to teach our young men to remain humble and live a humble life. Admit mistakes when you're wrong. I mentioned that. That's a big part of integrity. Be willing to admit those mistakes when you're wrong. Fulfill your obligations. Fulfill your obligations. If you commit to something, then you got to do that thing. You got to do that thing completely. Whether you join the team, you join the club, you're a part of this family, whatever it is, you fulfill your obligations. We've started something in my house called the KP codes. And within the KP codes, there's certain things that we have to do within this family because it's KP code. And it starts with when we wake up in the morning, we give each other a good morning, a hug, and I'm glad to see you, and a kiss, because that's KP code. And that's part of our obligations as a family. So as a student, you have obligations. As a worker, you have obligations. You have to be willing to fulfill your obligations because that's where your integrity lies. That's where it is. So these are some key points that we got to teach our young men today. It's all about character growth. Integrity is about character growth. Who we are as people is crucial to determine our destiny. Teaching our young men to live a life of integrity is essential for them reaching their destiny. I'm Coach Kevin. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Determined Destiny. Check us out on the website, determinedestiny.org, and of course on Facebook at Determined Destiny. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll get back with you soon. Have a great day. Stay home. Stay safe. We'll get through this together. Take care.